I'm talking about clitorises and pussies, and my cat just walked in. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? Welcome to Kiri Sutras. I am here to talk all things clitoris and how you can have a clitoral orgasm. The clitoris is an amazing, amazing thing. We have 8,000 nerve endings, guys. 8,000 nerve endings in our clitoris alone. That outreaches and outbeats. I'm sorry, dudes. I'm sorry, my man folk. It outreaches what you guys got. Y'all only got about 3,000 in your penile tissue. We as women are made for eroticism and pleasure. And I want us to sit down and embrace it. And please, if you are liking this video, make sure that you like, subscribe, and tap the bell so that you get my videos on your doorstep right away. I am posting these every Tuesday and Friday, and please hit the bell, subscribe. I want you to know when I'm doing this. Subscribe, just saying. Anyway, so we are talking clitorises. And what it is that the female clitoris and the penis are made from the same materials. So you know what? They function kind of a lot alike. I was amazed when we started looking at this. The clitoris has a little bit of a hood, just like a penis. It gets hard and erect, just like a penis. They function pretty much the same. The clitoris fills up with blood, just like a penis. And it will give you the same source of pleasure and orgasmic stimulation, just like a penis. Thank you, Helen O'Connell, for being the one to decide that you were going to finally map anatomically what the clitoris structure was like. She was a urologist that was located in Australia, and until the 1990s, it just hadn't been done. She decided she was going to do it, and thank you. Thank you lots. Because what it has done is open up the door for women to be able to understand the way that we experience sexual pleasure. Up until this point, most of our studies had been based upon the way that men have these experiences, not the way that we as women have these experiences. So this is a new time, a new space, and a new way. In fact, Sigmund Freud used to say that the best way that women were able to have orgasm was only when she was mature enough to be able to experience it vaginally. And there's so many things that have opened up now that we recognize how and what the structure of the clitoris is. In fact, the clitoris, only thing that you see at the top, we used to think it was just a nub. You know that little hood, the nub that you do see that sticks out right above your urethra? If you don't know, get a mirror, take a look, or even better yet, now we got cell phones. Put on your camera and take a really good look. That is an excellent way to see and know your body and what works for you. That clitoris actually stretches down and it divides out into two roots. It almost is like a root that goes down. In fact, it's so beautiful. The clitoris stretches out and it actually almost looks like a flower that extends out, and it really goes deep into the vaginal walls. So there's this amazing thing that is happening as we are experiencing the pleasure. And what we actually have recognized is that that elusive G-spot that they've said does exist and it doesn't exist, and then it doesn't exist, and then it does exist, is probably the end of your clitoris hitting your anterior vaginal wall. So it's all the one and the same thing. The idea of a vaginal orgasm, once again, starts with the clitoris. Now, 80% of women will respond best to clitoral stimulation during sex. If you are having your clitoris stimulated, that is the easiest and most successful way. It's not the only way, but it is the most successful way for you to be able to hit orgasm right away. And so we're going to talk about some different ways that you can actually do that. Now, first off, even before I touch that, I just want you to know that with a woman, this is a beautiful thing. Size does not matter. Our clitoris are in our hood. The hoods of our clitoris are all shaped very different ways. And each of the ways that they are shaped still allow for a variety of pleasure to be experienced. And a lot of the time with us, even if it's big or it's small, the biggest contributor or space that contributes to our space of orgasm is our mind. So that is a luscious thing, because when your mind is turned on, you can turn on the rest. So here are some things to focus on when you are getting ready or you want to give yourself a clitoral orgasm. 1, masturbation. Ladies, we've got to know how to pleasure ourselves, and let's let go right now. Let's let go. Breathe in and breathe it out. Let go of any shame. Let go of any preconceived notions. Let go of any guilt, anything that society has said that you can't have because you are pleasuring yourself. You're not going to die. You're not going to grow extra hair. You are not going to go crazy, because these were all things that we believed. It's not true. Knowing this body and understanding the beauty of how you exist in your body and heightening your pleasure is the ultimate joy that you can give to yourself and then share with your partner. Because if you know exactly what you like, you can go ahead and get your partner to pleasure you in the same way. And we can step away from the idea sometimes that we have to do this because we have to have sex or be with our partners because. No. There can be a pleasure attachment to this. It can be more than just duty. And when you step into the fullness of your body and pleasure, you'll find that it will affect all the other avenues of your life even. So this piece about masturbation, about learning to self-pleasure is so important, because when you can figure out your own spaces, you'll pass it on and you'll be skipping and laughing. The joy is real. You're like, yeah, I did that. And gosh, it's a really good space. Tactics like heightening pleasure. Now, this means going in your exploration periods, taking a minute to just try pressure points. Touch different sections of your clitoris. See how you like to be touched. Explore the labias, the 2 side pieces that cover over and protect your actual clitoral area. Figure out different ways to stimulate it. See how that works for you. Try rubbing your clitoris hard, fast, soft on the sides. See which way makes you feel really good. And once you know that, you can speed it up or you can slow it down. That will make you figure out your best way as well. Tap on your clitoris. Sometimes it's highly sensitive. You may like it a little lighter. You may like it a little tighter. You may want it quicker. But tapping is also a really good way to be able to control the level of how hot you get and how high you go, and then slowing it down to be able to bring you back up onto a different level as well. Grinding. Now, grinding is a new thing where grinding will allow you to stay stationary and use something like a pillow, or you can use like a toy of some sort, which we're going to talk about in the next section. But you can use something that you rub against your clitoris to give yourself heightened pleasure. It works. It works. My favorite way of using stimulation is to use a whole gamut of toys. We have all different beautiful toys that are available to us now. These are some of my personal favorites. This is a Lilo. It is a silicone, rechargeable, waterproof, love this toy, dildo and vaginal stimulus that really does allow me to accent and have fun in my pleasure. I also have moved on recently to using glass. Glass is such an amazing way to soothe yourself in with this arc. It actually allows, when it's being in penetration, it allows me to be able to really enjoy this space, and the ridges add extra and heightened pleasure as we move along. And another personal favorite of mine is a yoni egg. My yoni egg helps to keep me grounded. It helps to allow me to clear my divine feminine energy, as well as it offers for me a real beautiful way to feel into my body and use a stimulus. And these can be used on the outside. Press them up against your clitoris. Let them move around the space and see how it feels for you. It really can help to move and stimulate. And most of all, ladies, have fun. This is your body, and as you use it, your clitoris is a main artery and place for you to be able to move through. Oh, and I gotta give you the bonus tip. The bonus tip is that focus on the left quadrant of your clitoris. The left quadrant, left upper side, or definitely just the left side, it may vary for you, is very, very highly stimulated. For whatever the reason, we have a real gamut, and it's worth exploring. You'll thank me for that one. Left quadrant. Left quadrant. Touch it. Touch it. That's it, Elle. That's all I got for you today. But thank you for tuning in. If you liked my video, if you got some knowledge from it, comment. Let me know what you want to hear, what you were interested in. I will continue to make these videos, but they really are for you. Tell me what you need. I am so here for you. I offer my services. I offer coaching, especially if you're a couple in crisis. I am so ready to help you navigate through whatever that space is. I am an alternative intimacy and relationship coach, and alternative can mean all different things. So please contact me. My stuff is going to be in here down below. If you're interested in getting one of these beautiful dildos, you can check out my Shopify store. I'll post that down below as well. And let's enjoy and come into the spaces of our bodies. This is your temple, ladies. Vaginal and clitoral orgasms are the way to go. Bye.